I am called Nakibuule Regina. I am a level 2 table tennis coach. I'm retired. I no longer play, but I used to play table tennis. I'm an ITTF level 1 umpire. I'm a trained parliamentarship coach. And recently, I trained as a coach developer, whereby after the training, I also trained other coaches from the different countries. So GAPS means gather, adjust, prepare, and sustain. This is the program of the Commonwealth Games Federation that was brought up to see that they have very many people with disabilities or people who are physically challenged are able to participate in competitions like the Commonwealth and the Paralympics. So their main work or job is to see that they train them. They expose them to the high-level training facilities. Yeah? Then they help them medical-wise because they carry out the medical screening. Yeah? Then also they give them opportunities to train with the high-level athletes so that they are able to go to those big competitions and maybe make it. Okay, this GAPS program that I just came from is my 4th camp. Last year I went to South Africa and I was the GAPS lead coach because of my qualification and the determination. So this time around I trained as I said, I trained as a coach developer, whereby I train other coaches. So now after the training, right now, my work is now to train other coaches because we have very many people who have disabilities, but they shy away from sports. And by that, I'm looking at table tennis in specific, because we want to have very many people playing table tennis out there. So I'm going to train coaches, and those coaches are going to train the athletes. There are very many athletes. Okay, there are very many people with disabilities, but they fear themselves. But through the training the coaches will get, they are going to help us get other coaches, so that we be having like a league whereby you have clubs competing against other clubs. Yes. That training for coaches is going to be, I'm going to start with Uganda. As I said, I'm a global coach developer. I'm starting with Uganda because I have to start with home. I'm starting with Uganda, and I'm also looking at having a big competition after that. But this competition is not going to be for only Uganda. Actually, I'm looking at calling it the Uganda Open GAPS Championship, whereby we're going to have people from the different countries. We have people from Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, and all other countries that want to come and participate in this. Also, the other thing that I'm looking at for this competition that I'm looking at organizing is the classification. We have very many players here, yeah, but they are not classified. And you know, there are competitions whereby maybe there are points earning competitions for the Commonwealth, for the Paralympics, but if you're not classified, you cannot participate in them. So the biggest challenge is the classification. So we are looking at also classification. Hopefully it works out. Then having players to compete as a league, and also to see how we can help players to compete in those other big competitions, because the Paralympic calendar is already out. After the Paris, there are also other competitions coming up, and those competitions are the ones that help you to make it to the Commonwealth. You know, nowadays you don't just go to the Commonwealth. So, yeah. Yeah, that is a very good question. Actually, people have been asking me. We have very many students from different schools that are physically challenged, but they are in sports. And the lucky bit of it is that they have been participating with the able-bodied. So I propose to you, USSSA, to have, like, every time we have these competitions of the able-bodied, let's have them also. We need them to be included. We need them to feel that they are also part of us, of which they are part of us. So we need them in our games. And there are games that they can participate in, mostly the individual games like table tennis, which is easy to learn. You just need one player. A school needs one player or two to start off. So because we have school going, not only secondary, even in primary, because I have primary para-athletes that are taking on the game. So through that, I want to talk to, I think I have to have a partnership with the USSA to see that we give chance to these students, because they are also students. And also they need scholarship through their talents. So that is the thing that I'm looking towards too. I think I'm going to urge you the companies out there to come and give us a hand. Yeah, they should come and give us a hand because, as I said, people with disabilities are always left aside. Even if you look at the other bodies, like the bodies of the able-bodied, when they're planning, when they're thinking, most of the things they do is more about the able-bodied, and they tend to ignore the para-athletes. So I think we are going to also try to look for sponsorship from the different companies, the well-wishers, that then have partnerships. Maybe if we have competition, we can try to get partnerships with the airlines and all that to see that we take the para game forward.